to self. Put it back on 39. Oh. I've been binding. Us in the desert. Oh my god, it triggered this one. Damn. Well, I already have Duel Descent. Hi Helen. Okay, so fun fact about Black Cheesecake. Okay, so overall, it came out better than last time. However, I made a different mistake this time. I was using something called a springform pan, which, basically what it is, it's a pan where you can detach the sides. And, oh, that's not what I thought I had the springform pan, assembled incorrectly, because I'm smart like that. Long story short, the cheesecake doesn't have a crust. Like, I put the crust in there, but when I tried to remove the cheesecake from the pan, because of the way I had it, I was not able to remove the crust as well. So the crust stayed in the pan, and the cheesecake was separated from it. So, the actual cheesecake part is good. But yeah, it's amazing what kind of mistakes amateurs can make. Y'all stop sandwiching me, like that's not very nice. Hi, Tommy. Well, yeah, basically I fixed one thing and I broke another one. It's okay. Still happens in your learning. It's not like a major thing, it's just odd because, like, literally the cake has no bottom. Okay, I thought I had enough money to do that. Yes, Tommy, you should stream if you're willing and able. That would be most interesting to watch. I'm a thingamabobber pillow. Excuse me, will y'all stop slapping me? Well, you know, realistically, I'm probably gonna make another mistake. It's okay. As long as I'm not making the same mistake, it's fine. And it was a completely different one this time, so, and easy to fix. This controller's a little bit better than my other one, but... Oh. Okay, fine, everyone just tag me. Yes, that's right. There is a sign-in period. I did forget about that. I forgot there's a bunch of restrictions when you first do things on your YouTube account. They don't want, I can't remember exactly the reason why they do it, but they're basically trying to reduce headaches for themselves. Oh, are you finally wired in? Helen? I thought you said the modem was downstairs, though. Do you need a laptop, Tommy? You do not need a laptop to stream, Tommy. However, if you want to use a capture card, then you need a laptop. And not just any laptop, you need a laptop that has Windows or Apple iOS on it. But if you're just... Okay, oh, well, okay. Let me back up a little bit. Oh, good. Finally, you're wired in, Helen. After like 10 years. That's good. You'll notice it's in the next room. Okay. For some reason, I thought it was downstairs. Maybe I'm tripping. Okay. So, anyway, Helen, your connection will be much more consistent because you may have noticed this, but when you're on a wired connection, like sometimes you know your internet will be like la di da di da di da di da 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 di da da da, and then it goes for like 2 or 3 seconds, and sometimes it's longer depending on how bad your internet or your connection is, or how far away from your modem or the router, or like how many people are using it. But like, you know, it'll just be fine and dandy, and then it'll go back to being fine. You'll have fewer of those, right? It's not necessarily going to make your internet faster, but it'll be more consistent at least. And then it could, in theory, make it faster if you're, like, for instance, if your router was not able to properly send the full speed that your modem is capable of because it was too old or something, or the settings were wrong. In theory, it could speed it up, but I suspect that you're not going to see a boost in your internet, but at least it won't have as many ups and downs, right? Okay, so back to Tommy. Sorry, I answered Helen's question because it was easier. So Tommy, if you're gonna stream PS4 games, okay, like specifically on PS4 or PS5 when you get one, you don't need a laptop to do that. It's built into the system. It's built into your system, so you just use the share play option. I have used it a few times, but I actually don't use it that often, so you'd actually be better off asking Helen or like Serial or Rolls or any of those people how to use the share play part. My understanding is you just hit the share button and then you tell it to start, and it just, you do have to hook up like your your accounts first. Like, you have to tell it where you want it to stream. So it's going to ask you, are you streaming on Twitch? Are you streaming on YouTube? Are you streaming on Twitter? I think Twitter's an option. I don't even know. You tell it what platform or which website you want to stream on, and then you log in, and then it should hook everything up, and it should do everything on that automatically for you at that point. You would just hit share on the share button when you want to start streaming, and it'll just be like, da! Okay. However, if you want to stream games that are not on PS4, okay, so say you wanted to stream Black Ops 2 or something on PS3, that you're going to need a capture card for, because the share play option is not in there. The streaming option is not built into the system. So, like for instance, for this is PS2, right? I obviously am not streaming through the PS2. These suckers, you can hook them up to the internet, by the way, but it's not. Multiplayer was not a thing when the system came out because people were on AOL dial-up and stuff. So, if you're gonna do a variety of systems, okay, so YouTube's fine. I'm just saying you do have the option to do Twitch, and I think you can also do it on Twitter. I don't know how that works, but I don't have Twitter. I know it sounds really weird, but anyway, you just choose which platform, and it'll just from what I remember, from what I understand, it'll just start streaming once you tell it to. It's super easy. It's integrated. Now, couple things, Tommy. I did notice this when I tried it. When you stream through SharePlay, it eats up a lot of your PS4's thinking power, like the memory and the RAM or whatever. I don't know exactly. I'm not real computer savvy, but it uses up a lot of your resources on your system. So you might notice lag because your system's trying to sit there and play the game and upload it at the same time. So you may notice your connection, or you may notice that you're, like, especially if you're doing BO4 or some other multiplayer game, you're gonna notice your shots are missing more because your system is thinking harder. It's usually not a big deal, but it's there. I did notice it personally. If you have a computer streaming for you, it's less of a problem for you. But again, I would just use SharePlay for now. And if you can get wired in, Tommy, you said you're wired in, right? Are you wired? If you're not wired in, try to wire in, if you can. That will help with the streaming process because, again, it's very... if you have to go through Wi-Fi, it's going to start dropping packets and stuff. Hey, Daniel. How are you doing? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Well, a little bit late now. People, I don't know, people around here say Happy New Year for, like, the first, 3 weeks of January, so... Just continue the tradition, but, oh yeah, Tommy, if you have any problems setting that up, let us know. I mean, again, me specifically, I might not be the best... Okay, you're wired in, go. Me specifically, I might not be the best person to ask for SharePlay purposes because, again, I don't use SharePlay that much. But if you need help with, the YouTube part, I can help you a little bit on that end, depending on what your problem is. But yes. Yeah, but first you have to wait that 24-hour or whatever so that they determine you're not a bot account or whatever. Alright, let me see if I can actually get up to this city.
この登山道を抜ければバビログラードだ。
町に行くために洞窟を登るのか？まったくこの旅は珍しいものだらけだぜ。
Yeah, I have to go through this cabin and get to this city. I don't even know why. So, fun fact, the city that I'm going to is called Babilograd. The only reason why I mentioned this is, so the city is very, very religious. And I don't know if you guys, I don't know if you've ever heard the terms like bibliograph or something like that. It has to do with the Bible, and it tends to rub. Oh, hi! I already got a bot. What the hell? Hold on one second. Bye, bot. Eat that, sucker. All right. So, apparently, so the Latin root biblio means I think it. I don't know if it means Bible specifically, but it has to do with religious matters. And apparently, somebody in Japan found out about this because the name of the city is actually very similar to that Latin root, which means religion. And it's really religion. Oh, hey Mario, how you doing? All right, but yeah, Tommy, it should be relatively easy to set up. Have you ever saved clips on your PS4 of gameplay and stuff, or save screenshots? It's supposed to be very similar to that, from what I understand. So I have to fight a boss at the end of this. Oh, Happy New Year, Barry. I don't think I saw you before the end of the year. Mysterious Mario hiding. Oh, I remember this sketch. I remember that one because it has a pun in it. Oh shoot, how did I... Oh my god. Okay, so this controller doesn't work as well as I thought it. I have two PS2 controllers right now, and somehow they're both jacked up. It's a little hard to find PS2 controllers these days. Ow, you just freaking kicked me, you skeleton. I don't think I have the right element for this either. Yeah, so like, you know when you save clips using the share button, Tommy, it's something very similar to that, except you just don't have to tell it to share it. Like, you literally just tell it, well, you, like, hey, I want to stream, and then it'll send it. And then when you want to stop streaming, you just tell it to stop streaming. It's very, very similar to that. Oh, I ain't got no. It's already cooking for me. Okay. So I was trying to finish. Sometimes I get titles out of this. This is the reason why. Okay. And sometimes I need them to trigger other. Oh, I forgot. In this cave, that that black cloud that's floating around, when it touches you, you get an enemy encounter. Forgot. Excuse me. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, like I said, Tommy, as long as you're using a PS4, or you're playing on PS4, no problem. Other systems, kind of a problem. And I'll warn you in particular. Oh my god, I got another one already? What the hell? Oh, this is what I get for making fun of jokingly asking for a Russian bot. This is what I get. But yeah, PS4's fine. Actually, any recent Xbox, any equivalent Xbox system is fine too. I don't know if you play on Xbox, but anything before PS4, you're gonna have a little trouble. Especially PS3. PS3 is actually one of the most annoying systems to stream on. It can be done, but it requires a lot of extra work. And I can't get it from 1.5 for some reason because my stupid. It has days. I was actually going to eventually. I was gonna eventually stream Killing Grace's app, but one of the reasons why I haven't gotten around to it is because I cannot get my splitter to consistently cooperate. Maybe one day. I'm also trying not to play it again at the same time because it just gets really messed up. Oh, am I deleting the message? Oh, okay, so... Oh, hang on, let me pause this real quick. Actually, so I don't know how you're gonna do this, Tommy. I think when people share play, they normally have their own stream up in the app on their phone. But because I use something, I'm streaming through a computer, so I actually do this on. My screen looks different, but I have an option. Like, there's 3 dots off to the side of each message, and one of them says remove and has a little trash can next to it. That's how I'm deleting the message. Because, like, I can block up, but if you just block them, I think it leaves the message on there, and I don't want it there. It's not so much that it bothers me, but I know that sometimes, especially when you're on a phone, it's very easy to click on messages by accident, and I really don't want anyone going to those websites by accident because, yeah, if you've ever clicked on, don't ever click on one, please. If you're lucky, it's just a nasty website, but if you're unlucky, there's a virus or something in there and it's gonna mess up your stuff. Like, people must click on these. Yeah, here you go, kanji, so exits to the right, entrances to the down part. But yeah, that's how you get rid of the bots. And apparently they have multiplied since the new year, so... So what I do, Tommy, is I remove... It's not even a hater, Tommy, that's literally a bot. Like, somebody programmed that thing to just go around and spam on people's streams, and YouTube is supposed to have a system in place to prevent that, but obviously it doesn't work as well as you would think. I used to have this problem all the time just on my normal videos too, but yeah, normally what I do is I will remove the message first and then I'll block them. That way it takes it out of the chat too. Because if you block them first, I can't remove the message after that apparently, because Or like, maybe I messed up, but I couldn't do it last time. Oh yeah, I get to... I forgot you meet the dark wings in here too.
貴様らちょうどいいところに来てもといまんまと待ち伏せ作戦に引っかかったなマヌケどもめ
I don't know, some people leave those bot messages in there, but I just think they're annoying.
間抜けは君たちでしょ漆黒の牙
They freaking keep coming back, but I keep trying anyways.
なんだこいつら
It's weird though, you would think I would get at least the Japanese. I have gotten a Japanese bot before once. Once.
全然知らないわ下っ端に
下っ端とは何よだいたい漆黒の牙ですって時代遅れも甚だしいわ
So basically, we're making fun of these people because, how do we put it? How do I put it? They're squishy. They're squishy. And they're like some people, and they love to change their names. So they change their name.
俺たちは生まれ変わったその名も漆黒の牙改め
So they went from the Dark Fangs to the Dark Claws. The Dark Claw? I actually don't remember how I translate that.
俺たちは先に行くぞ
So basically, I'm ignoring them.
ダメだただで通すわけにはいかないで
Are you gonna block my way?
おいやろうってのか
今は戦うつもりはない
I think this guy broke his ankle or twisted it or something.
休戦ということにしてやるだがただで通すわけにはいかんあ
This man's so devoted and yet at the same time so incompetent.
何なのこいつらわけがわからないわ
お前たち何を企んでいる
何も企んでなんかないわよ
You know, I'm looking at Yusio's outfit though. This looks like something out of Growlancer or something. Okay, Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima would be fine. Tell me, but like, yeah, I say if you want to stream older stuff on a different system, that's gonna be a problem. If you ever do want to get a capture card, that's fine. I can tell you how to set that up and stuff. It's not that hard, but you need to have the right equipment because not any computer is going to work. Oh, hey Tuske. Yeah, I was just looking at that. So when I originally played through this game, it was like 3 gajillion years ago. My TV was not. Actually, it wasn't a bad TV, but it was an older one, so I didn't get quite this much detail. And the capture card that I'm using actually upscales this to HDMI for me, so that helps a little bit. So I'm seeing a little more detail than I used to, basically.
もしかして足を怪我してるんですか
And yeah, fun fact. So like now, I can actually stream. Excuse me. I can actually record PS2 games while having it show on my TV. I was not able to do this. Hey Musume. Hi Musa. Yeah, so when I did my videos a long time ago, I was actually having to look at my computer screen when I did that because of the capture card equipment and stuff that I had. And the actual picture, like you guys, I don't know if you guys, it was about the size of a business card, maybe a little bit bigger. That's what I was using to look at when I was playing like 14 years ago or whatever. So if you'll notice sometimes like I like have problems with yes, Tuske, I am using an Elgato. I'm using the Elgato Capture HD, which is actually one of the older ones. But I needed to be able to use component cables and composite cables. Well, actually, I don't have the composite adapter. I just have the component one. But that's what I needed to do the PS2 stuff, so I purposely got the old one. But, you know, it does a good job. It's much better than my other one, my other capture card. I had some, like, little $15 thing that I got off of eBay, like, 15 years ago, and that's actually how I did my other videos. But anyway, I'm not sure you guys want to hear about this, though. Anyway. Oh, hey, Vega, this... Oh yeah, Claire. Actually, I don't think... Vega doesn't go into Claire mode until I get into the city. And then he starts going Cleary. Yeah, it does a good job, Teske. The only thing that this is totally oh no, that's cool, Big. This is a completely different thing, and it's not even in English, so I don't blame you. So yeah, thanks for dropping by. Have fun in Warzone. It's much better than what I used to use, but back in the day I didn't have much choice. I'm surprised the thing I bought off eBay actually worked. So it's funny, it came with the pirated version of Corel Video Studio, which I didn't quite realize that at the time. So I do have an official version now, but yeah, this lets me record. I can record almost any system now that I'm interested in recording in, and actually I can do Saturn with the help of another adapter. So it's good because there was some older stuff that I wanted to eventually stream that I was not capable of doing before. But yeah, I was actually looking up replacement parts for my capture card though, and heaven forbid I ever have to replace this thing because they're getting expensive. Maybe I should just try not to break one in the first place, but it happens. But so anyway, this guy has an injured leg. This is why they're not attacking me.
転倒による名誉の負傷だ。
あのさ、インナル、この際意地張ってないで助けてもらえば。
そうでやんす。
そうでやんす。That guy has a bit of an accent. It's a little bit hard to describe, but
応急処置ですが、とりあえず歩けるようにはなったはずです。
so basically I helped them out because this cave is kind of monster infested.
よし、行くぜ。ユシア、ドルンブ。
I'm gonna get them on my side. Just wait. Just wait.
この借りは必ず返す。
Yes, you could start by not attacking me.
期待せずに待ってるぜ。
He said I'll pay back.
アバよ。
アバよ。Fare thee well.
ギンナル、大丈夫？
So, yeah, for those of you who don't know, there's this... The Dark Wings is like a running gag in, like, pretty much all the Tales games. I can't... So, I know they're in Tales of Destiny 2 as well. I'm not gonna lie, I actually missed them. I don't know that I wasn't paying attention, and you meet them in Heidelberg, I know that. But I don't know if you meet them before then. But there's sort of a running gag in the entire Tales series, and like all the recent ones. Actually, I don't know if they're in the. I stopped playing after Exilia, so I'm not sure if they're in any of the recent ones. But they were pretty much a running gag for like the PS2 era and the PS2 and PS3. I think they were pretty much in every game. The fan translation? Okay. Yes. Yeah. And surprisingly, there's still people working on these older games.
大丈夫でやんすか？
It's like, it would be nice if we could get an official translation. But, you know, whatever.
あいつらちゃんと出口にたどり着けるんだろうな。
That being said, I heard a lot of people say nice thing about Rise, so maybe they're going back. They're not in Bazuria. Okay. Blood Wings. Okay, they're thinking about it. That's kind of a callback. Oh, hi, Mud Dog. Village. You know, I haven't seen anything on Village. Or sorry, 8, whatever. Although Helen told me that Village was related to 7. So I guess it's a continuity thing.
気になるのか。
なんとなくな。
That's one of those games that I
悪い奴らじゃなさ
haven't
そう
seen
だ
at
し。
all, though. Okay, yeah, I've had a lot of people who were fans of the older Tales games tell me that they liked Arise. I'm under the impression that the people who are not so hot on it preferred the newer Tales games, but I might be wrong there. But anyway, I'm trying to just get a. Whenever I get a PS5, I'll grab Arise. Until then, I'm just gonna wait because I'm trying to. I know that you can get a PS5, but they're still not what I'd call readily available. I still have to sit there and like fight over people, especially like during Christmas season. I didn't want to do that because it gets extra ugly then. And like, just let the little kids have their PS5s. It's okay. Yeah, see, that's what I'm like. I don't remember. I don't know if they're in the recent ones, but I know they were in the games for like a long ass time. So I don't know if they just kind of decided to drop that off. Village is a lot going. Okay, yeah, Ethan's in there, right, Helen?
だよね。僕も嫌いじゃないよ。
I was under the impression they were recurring characters from 7 in Village. Yeah, so Tasket, I have actually tried to get a PS5, and like, you know, I was sitting there and I was refreshing, and like, I had it in my car, and then when I went out to check out, it was on. And I'm just like, you know, do I really want to spend all this time doing this? I don't actually, like, other than Arise, which is not even a PS5 exclusive, I just want to get the PS5 version because anytime they do multi-gen, I just like to get the newer version. It tends to run better. But, like, I'm not going to spend hours and hours and hours looking for this thing when I don't actually need it right now. And it's, you know, I need the disc version too, so I can't even get the digital one. Almost all of my PS4 games are disc, so because I'm one of those old school people. So I'm just like, I'm just gonna wait until I have more than 5-minute window to order this thing. Which hopefully, I'm hoping, I said this last year because I didn't know this computer chip shortage was gonna be this bad, but I'm hoping by this spring, I'm not gonna have to sit there fighting. I can just like literally just order it like a normal ass, like anything else I buy these days, and it's just like in stock. That would be great, but it's okay. In the meantime, I'm just gonna let people have it because I'm just gonna pray my PS4 doesn't kick the bucket in the meantime, because then I'm gonna be a little sad. But like I have Zestiria and I have Berseria. I just haven't played them, and I know they're related to. Berseria is apparently a prequel to Zestiria, but I heard Zestiria has some really funky camera angles too, so I'm kind of like, eh. But anyway, I don't know if I'm gonna actually. I don't know. There's so many, like, basically, like I said, basically after Exilia, I didn't play any of them, so I got a backlog of Tales games too. But we'll see, we'll see. Yeah, okay, gotcha. Yeah, this is the time of year to remodel. Like, I know a lot of people do it in the spring, but New Year's is
ま
also
た合いそう
popular.
な気がしますね。
I'm trying to do it too. I'm down to one goddamn box. So like, you guys should have seen what I had in the middle of my living room. I got lazy because so one of the reasons why I dropped off the face of the planet like 4 years ago was because I was literally moving around every year, and I'm not even gonna get into it, but like, I had to pack up every year and move to a different place. And I know some people do that every year, but for me as a person, I normally stay in the same residence I was used to, before then, I would stay in the same residence for 5, 10, 15 years. I would just stay there, right? So for me to have to pack up my life that often and move like that was really, really annoying. So then when I finally got here, and this is like my final destination, hopefully. I finally got here, and I'm just like, you know what? All this stuff has been in a damn box for the past, like, couple years anyway. I'm just gonna leave it there, and I just gave up. So finally got around to it. I'm down to one box. It's kind of a big box, but I'm down to one box, so yes. Even lazy people who don't like to organize occasionally have to take care of stuff in their house. Don't ask me about my closet, though. The closet's kind of a mess, but I'm gonna do that later. Maybe in the spring, maybe. I'm just like, I need a break after this. But yeah, unfortunately that means, no, don't cloud on me. Don't cloud on me. That means I got a little behind when I was translating, so my apologies. I'm one of those nocturnal people, so, oh, I have them, I'm stupid. I just forgot to put them on, ha ha ha. It's good to have panic checks in here from a lot of dark elemental peoples in this cavern. I'm so stupid. I had prepared for this, and I forgot that I was prepared. Ow, are you kicking me? Oh, Good job. I guarded, and then right when I let my guard down, it decided to kick me. I forgot what. I think I have this on hard, right? Yeah. So the AI is really smart in this damn game. Okay, so yeah, it just. So funny story about. I originally. So after I had settled down, I was like. I'm not gonna lie, I felt kind of embarrassed because like I just kind of disappeared for no. I literally just stopped posting. I didn't even announce that I was gonna do that. I just, you know, I kind of just like when I'm really stressed out, I just get off of social media. Well, I don't really have social media, but I kind of like separate myself from things as a coping mechanism. Mad Dog, this is actually PS2. This is actually PS2, so same era. But I just kind of had to separate myself because I was stressed out. And I was like, I wasn't even sure if it was worth trying to revive the channel at that point because, so I saw my friends like streaming on their channels though, and like I was just like, you know what, let me just try it. The worst thing that can happen is I'll just start from scratch, right? But yeah, you can thank my PSN friends for getting my ass in here. Finally happened. Oh, by the way, I don't know if Denim is in here, but if you are Denim, I do actually have my old ass saves from this game. I was able to. Don't touch me! Don't touch me! I do still have them, so I can redo those tutorial videos. Although it's gonna take me a second because I gotta figure out how to. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do those. But at least I have the save, so I don't have to. I don't have to use this playthrough to do that. I have another save where I actually have like a couple thousand. I think I have like 1,500 enhanced inherit thingies, so I can actually trigger the special inherits. So anyway, I can basically redo my tutorial videos, is what I'm saying. So not sure if you're in here. It's probably cool if you're not. I just thought I'd mention that because you had brought it up before. So I can do that. Give me some time. I'm trying to get. I like how I'm like purposely not restarting the game because this cloud is about to eat my butt. I'm gonna try to translate one more one more Destiny 2 video before I start working on that because it's the next segment covers the Draconis, and then after that there's the it goes to the alternate timeline. So I'm gonna leave y'all on the biggest cliffhanger ever, but I would like to get that finished before I start doing other stuff. But yeah, be patient with me, basically is what I tell you. But at least I have the save data, because that saves me. If I didn't have that, it would take me like 10 hours to get the correct number of inherits and stuff to actually trigger the things that I need to trigger for this game. So thank God, at least I found it. It was on my other memory card. Okay, so let's see if I can. Oh yeah! Not gonna work. I just want my treasure. Oh yeah. My grainy videos. Okay, it likes triggering this one. I can't even trigger the rest of it because I don't have Mao with me. I don't remember the button presses either. So, yeah, that's like the super duper blast caliber, but I can't do the rest of it. Ugh. Yeah, see, that's how I was able to squeeze by. Yeah, so Vague is a little bit slower than I'm sort of used to playing like a Kyle lately, and Kyle is faster than Vague. So sometimes I think I can get out of the way and I can't. He's actually more like Lonnie, if I had to compare. Although I have the same problem when I play as Eugene because I'm just not good with the heavier characters apparently. I thought you you were dead. Just kidding.
ないわね。
Yes, I like Hilda's. I love her character. Actually, I like all the character designs in this game. My only problem with the art style is, so if you've seen an official picture of Claire, and Agarte, they have unusually large necks, or not large, long necks. And I'm not sure if they did that on purpose because of that one scene, but like their necks are stupidly long. But other than that, I love the art style in this game, and actually that was one of the reasons why I started playing this game, because I saw the character designs. I'm like, damn, these people are, you know, I really like the artwork. But yeah, that's Hilda. And I actually like her without her turban. I think her ears are cute, but that's just me. That's just me. Even with the broken horns, I think her ears and her horns are cute, but she has a lot of character growth too, which, I mean, all the characters have good character growth, but hers is a little more what I would call realistic, because she starts out pretty jaded, and understandably so. Will you open that, please? And understandably so, but she eventually learns to accept herself. And is there another one? Now I'm wondering if there's another one in the trees. Okay. Yeah, so like Melitza, like, I don't know if it's her eyes. There's something about a Melitza that looks really off, and I thought it was the horns for the longest time, but I think it's her eyes. Her eyes look like, I don't know how, they look clouded to me. Yeah, so Tassie, I've had a lot of people tell me the exact same thing. Yeah, Veg is a little heavier than the average main character, I've noticed. Not that I'm actually not real great at playing Tales games, but like if you compare him to like Asbel, Kyle, Stan, Reed, he does move a little clunkier, but it's doable, yeah, so Tusky, so so funny story about that. So when I was actually translating Rebirth, I had a lot of people asking me how I had so many arts because of I actually had the Ogies, or the, I don't know what you're gonna call them, arcane arts, these little guys. I had access to this, and they're like, how are you doing that? So, after having a bunch of people ask me that, and then I actually caught a fever. At one point I got really sick and I was having a fever for like 3 or 4 days, and I don't even remember what caused it. I don't know if it was a flu or whatever, but I had this weird ass dream where I made a tutorial video about this. So yeah, this is where things start getting weird. I had this weird dream where I made a tutorial video explaining exactly how I was doing all this stuff, because I know you guys can't read most of it. And that's actually how I came up with the idea to do the tutorial video. I'm weird like that, okay? Speaking of which, I probably need to flip this. Yeah, let me flip this for now. But yeah, I was actually kind of learning how to play the game as I was going, so it didn't occur to me to do the tutorials at the beginning, which I probably should have done that, but you know, 20/20 hindsight. These little jewels, by the way, are I don't know if you call them jewels or rings or equipment or accessories or, yeah, don't touch me. Those are things that apparently can get pretty OP if you might make the right combination for that. That was one thing that I did not actually cover in my original stuff, and I don't know if I can do it here, but you can combine certain jewels and make some pretty nice ones. If you know how to combine them. I know there's a guide on GameFAQs that covers this, but it's written, so I'm not sure how many. It looks like what the person did. Yeah, I literally came up with the idea in a feverish dream, because why not? But yeah, there's a written guide on how to combine the jewels on GameFAQs. I think it's still there. I actually haven't checked, but it was there when I was doing my fact. And it looked like he took the information from the complete guide and basically just translated it out real quick. So I didn't feel the need to cover that, but I mean, I could probably do that. It's not something you have to know how to do, but it does make things a little. Okay, you're not letting me touch that. Yo, bad smoke. No. Oh, apparently I need to do something. is this the one? I think there's a lever in here. You can't open it until later. I might be tripping though. Worst case scenario, just go without it. The treasures in this game are not like absolute must-haves. Unlike certain RPG series where you miss a treasure chest and you're hurting horribly for it. Ow! Yeah, my apologies. I will try to use other people too. I am the best with. I'm actually not bad with Hilda and Mao too, but out of the 3 melee players, I'm better with Vague. Wait, stop for a second. Okay, so this is a little safe spot. Yeah, my dreams are interesting. I do occasionally have things called lucid dreams too, and that's when you're realizing that you're dreaming. I have literally said at some points in my dreams, I'm like, oh, this is a bloody dream. But yeah, I have weird dreams, not gonna lie. I've had a couple dreams. I had one dream where I was a cucumber. I don't even know how this works. I literally dreamt that I was a cucumber, and I got saved by a mouse. I was like sitting on a cutting board, and like this mouse like came and saved me. I don't know why. Weird ass dreams. But yeah, dreams are interesting actually. So your brain is very, very active when you're dreaming because it happens during a stage of sleep known as REM sleep, and your brain is actually basically awake. And what the main theory behind what dreams are is right now is that I'm really trying to figure out. Now this is bothering me. I might have to beat the boss and come back. I think that's how you get that chest. I think that's how you get it. Yeah, don't touch me. That didn't work. So, I'm pretty sure that's right. The main theory is that your brain is reorganizing your memories. Not necessarily the ones from the current day, but they can be. It's rearranging them so that you can put it into long-term storage. And that's actually how you learn stuff. That's how you commit stuff to long-term memory. Yes, I had a dream that I was a cucumber, okay? And I was like a sentient, like, moving cucumber too. I have no idea how that... Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. I keep hitting the X button out of habit because in the American games that's the accept button. Yeah, anyway, so... my brain is wired a little differently, okay? But there's a couple other things that your brain does while you're in REM sleep, and I specifically saying REM because there's like 5 different stages of sleep. But the REM sleep is where most of the interesting stuff happens. So in addition to forming long-term memories, your brain is also recovering, so any damage that has happened to how your neurons or whatever, it's recovering from that. And they theorize now that your brain is actually removing plaques too. So if you guys have ever heard of plaques, and I'm not talking about like tooth plaque, I'm talking about like brain plaques. So if you guys have heard, Alzheimer's disease. Okay, so great. Now I'm gonna have a dream about Tim Allen later. Thank you, Jay. I can see that going in really weird directions depending on what I dream about. But anyway. So there's a theory that during REM sleep, your body, in addition to repairing neurons and oligocytes and dendrites and all the other cells that are in your brain, it also removes plaques, which can form on your brain cells and cause dementia or Alzheimer's, because dementia is one of the symptoms of Alzheimer's, but it doesn't necessarily mean you have Alzheimer's. So what I'm basically telling you is you guys need to get good quality sleep, and when I mean good quality is I mean like you're actually going to REM sleep, because when you don't sleep properly, you don't actually go into REM sleep. You just go into like stage 3 or stage 4, and then you just for some reason don't go into REM, and then that's why sometimes you get 8 hours of sleep but you still feel tired when you wake up. It's because you didn't actually get good quality sleep. You didn't get that deep REM sleep. And your brain didn't properly recover. So there's actually something else important that happens when you're in REM sleep too. Your body releases, oh god, I can't remember the name of the... Your body releases a substance, which I've conveniently forgotten the name of. It basically regulates your body temperature. So humans are warm-blooded creatures, so... We are warm-blooded creatures, and if you don't get this done, it's going to eventually screw with your body temperature. And this is actually, like, when you hear people dying of sleep deprivation, this is actually the reason why. The physical reason is because they think, at least, the physical reason is because the body temperature is no longer being regulated properly, and you die due to the complications of that. So anyway, just get your damn sleep. It's good for you. I say this as somebody who has a really wonky sleeping schedule. Like I said, I'm kind of what you would call nocturnal, but I do get good quality sleep because I dream like a booger. As you can see, I dream like a vegetable. So I'm getting the really good sleep. Anyway, ideally you should get 3 to 4 REM cycles per night. That's why they generally recommend 8 hours, but it's different for every person. On average, I'm sure you guys really want to hear all this. This is how you know I'm a geek. On average, though, it takes about 90 minutes for a person to get into REM sleep. But that's why they say 8 hours, because that does about 3 to 4 cycles for most people. Yes, Musa. That's one thing about the Tales series. I think it's partially because we all struggle with the fact that at one point, like, all the games didn't get here, but yeah, we're a little more united than... Oh my god, I got another one. Hold on. See you, bot. Haha. Eat that, bot. See, I used to only get those on my posted videos, and now I'm starting to get on my streams. I don't know which one's worse. But yeah, like, I've seen other, what do you call it? RPG communities like Final Fantasy, and they tend to get kind of ugly. Another pretty good community I've seen though is actually the Grow community, because they're actually kind of, sort of in the same boat as us. Although lately the Tales games have been getting localized, but you know they never got the first one or the last one of the series, which is odd. So they kind of know our pain. But yeah, sometimes like when a series gets too big, though, it starts getting toxic. COD. Okay, so I can't remember how you know, I have the guide. I could probably look it up how to get that chest. So I have to ask this again. Haha, I dodged you, Zombie. Like today, Esther's talking about sleep. Okay. Alright, so I think there's a chest over here. Am I oh wait, no. Okay, so I think I have to go out that. Don't touch me! Yeah, like they're like, I know for a while there was like Team Destiny, Team Symphonia, and that's totally cool. Like they're different teams. It's fine. I'm obviously a Team Destiny girl, but I like the Symphonia games. I just don't feel like they're like they did a better job on the storylines. I'm not gonna lie. Oh.
あとどれだけ行けば街に出られるんだ？
Okay, this is Donald. Oh my god, did I get another one? Oh, hold on. Doink. I'm so popular today. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Okay, there you go. Yeah, the Team Symphonia games definitely had better storylines. I'm not going to argue that part. As much as I like the story, as much time as I spend translating the storylines on on the Team Destiny games, I admit they're not that great. They're a little bit corny. But, I just like the battle systems that Team Destiny came up with better. I just feel like they're more intuitive to me, but I don't know. I'm also just like super weird. So, okay, so this is Donald. Okay, this is one of the things when if I go through Rebirth, which I'm kind of sort of leaning towards that, but like way down the road. I'm gonna change this man's name because it doesn't make as much sense in English. Okay, so quick story. I'm about to fight a boss. His name is Donald, and he has this. This is one of those like Japanese pun things. The word for dirt or earth in Japanese is do. So he said he starts a lot of his words with the word do. So it's kind of like he keeps saying the word dirty, dirty, dirty over and over again because his force is related to dirt. So they're kind of referencing that with his name. His name is Donald. Which in English it's pronounced differently, but in Japanese it's Donald. It sounds more like Donald. So I need to change. I found a name that works kind of in English. So I was gonna change the man's name to Terrence, and I know that's not like real popular. And I chose Terrence because it has the word Terra in it, which means dirt. And that was the best I could do. That was the only man's name I could think of that kind of sorta had a dirt reference in it. In English that I knew of. So if I go through, I'm just going to change his name. I know that's not a real popular option, but I think it makes more sense in English to kind of find that name. But other than that, you could keep calling him Donald too. I was going to change his name when I was doing it, but like honest to God, I couldn't think of a name at the time. And I know I know some people get really anal when you change the characters' names. So I was trying to avoid all that extra headache of dealing with that, but in this case I think it makes sense. He's actually not really a major character anyway, so if you want to come after me, that's fine with pitchforks, that's fine. But I just think it makes more sense to change his name. Yeah, I like the Symphonia storylines. I thought they were pretty good. But anyway.
歩いた距離から考えて出口は近いと思います。
That was like my dream game back in the day. Was like have Team Destiny make the battle system, and then have Team Symphonia do the storyline. I think that would have been a marriage made in heaven. I think they tried to do that once they merged the studios, but I don't know how. Like it seemed to me like it didn't quite work the way I had pictured it in my head, but it never does.
無事に登山道を抜けられそうだな。
I'm not sure if it's better that they merged the studios or not, to be honest. But I didn't really like the games as much when they did that, so I don't know. But we started getting them localized, so I can't complain.
お前が感じたのは連中のフォルスだけだったのか。
そうかも。敵の待ち伏せっていうのは考えすぎだったかもね。
So basically, they're like, Mao says there was a force user, a force adept in here, and they're like, well, we haven't seen one yet. Well, guess what? He was right. And actually, good timing. This is about when I started thinking about doing the tutorials. This is right around when I got the fever, storyline-wise, when I was translating.
姉貴とクレアさんを返せ。
何？どういうこと？
Don't quote me on this, Muso, but I believe they merged the studios starting with Exilia. I might be wrong though. Don't quote me on that. As I think Grace's F was the last actual official tale. Oh my god, another one? They're multiplying like freaking rabbits in here. Hold on a second. Honestly. Okay, so I might be wrong, but I think Grace's F was the actual last official quote-unquote Destiny game. And then I think was it? I think Vesperia was the last official quote-unquote Symphonia game. I might be wrong there. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, the bots are the bots are getting me today.
様子がおかしいぞ。
Which is weird because this game is old as hell. Like, there's no way. There's no way that the bots are basing this based on the age of the game. Which is part of the popularity of the game. Ow! I just got bouldered. And it's Donald.
どもが泥人形相手に何を喋ってやがる。
So, Tommy, I don't know if you know about this, but there's a lot of hackers in Russia for reasons that I never quite understood. I don't know. There's a lot of them in China too, but I'm totally not trying to do like the race thing, but for some reason there are a lot of hackers in those particular two regions. I don't know if it has something to do with their governments, but that's why a lot of the bots tend to have Russian names or whatever, because they probably originated in Russia. But you know, again, I'm not saying Russian people bad or whatever, but it's just one of those things.
父は奴のフォルス。
初めて見る顔だね。
お前何者だ。
俺は王の盾のドネル。サレ様の命令によりお前らをどぶっ殺す。
But yeah, somebody literally writes a computer program and tells it, like, under these conditions, post this message, basically. So it's computer scripting, I think is what it's called. I'm really not a techie, so I'm not the best person to ask. But basically, these things are literally like, you think like combat bots, combat training in COD. It's literally something like that. They're programmed to do this. It's not an actual person going around posting stuff. There are people who do that, but usually it's actually a bot.
王の盾に歯向かうドバカどもがお前らの攻撃なんてど無駄なんだよ。
Yeah, he keeps saying do. Well, this is a little hard if you can't read it, but the hiragana do, that's the part where I was translating it as like dirty because he's basically saying dirt.
おお、といきなり地面が凍った。
どうだ。
I also made a pun there. I probably need to take that out because it's actually not in there. I was just making fun.
やろう、味な真似を。ドタマキさ、勝負だ。
He got mad because I threw ice cubes at him.
泥人形って分かっても、サレとトーマがいるってやりづらいな。
So those little two guys behind him are not real, thank God, because...
どいつもこいつも。
That being said, I think they can still cast magic on the higher difficulty. I might be wrong. Excuse me. He's gonna probably respawn though. Ow! I'm being really stingy. Yeah. Get out! Ow! Hilda's basically I probably should have brought Raw with me actually because this guy's making it. Why be smart though? Yeah, this is kind of weird. So my other game, when I was translating this the first time, I had double FJ. I just said double FMJ. I had double FG. Sorry, that was a Black Ops 4. I had double FG bought from the. Ow! I had it bought from the grade shop, so I'm used to being able to OE much more frequently than I actually can. This is actually more realistic, though. I should have used the fresh save so y'all could see what it's actually like on your first time through. That was a mistake. I will do that next time if I ever get back on it. Did I even get anything? Oh, 10 hit. Yay! Alright.
読書どもが任務と失敗だ。それ様にドブ殺される。こうなったらお前らも道連れだ。
Don't hit me with more boulders.
あの世での再会をど楽しみにしているぞ。どぎゃー。みんな下がるんだ。
So fun fact, Donald actually lives. I don't know if I mentioned this before. It's presumed that he died because he just buried himself in rock, but he actually survives. Mad Dog, whenever they're readily available, I will get one. Compared to this, you know, this game has actually aged pretty well. So this is 2004. But these sprites actually don't look that bad considering. So it got weird because the late stage PS2 sprites aged much better than a lot of the polygons that were from this era. I'm trying to think of a game off the top of my head.
こっちも無事だよね。
I can't think of one off the top of my head. But yeah, they did a great job with the sprites. They did a great job with the sprites.
あの野郎、無茶しやがるぜ。ところでこの岩どうする？
Because Tales of Destiny 2 is a little blocky. I understand it's an older game, but they didn't age quite as well. Especially the 3D models on the map. They have unusually big bobbly heads.
ガレーズの時みたいに力加減を間違えるのは勘弁してよ。
Let's see, I get to crush rocks. But anyway, there's actually a side quest. Yeah, well, some sprites age better than others, Muso, I've seen. Because, like, I'm not trying to pick on Final Fantasy, but some of the SNES Final Fantasy sprites, they did not age well at all. Like, I understand they're older, but, like, if you look at the transition between, like, SNES and PS1 versus, like, PS2 to PS2, like, the transition between generations, like, it didn't seem to... And even some of the remakes where they went over and they fixed the sprites, they still didn't, like... They still look a little grainy to me, but this, like, you know, people were saying, like, they need to, if they release Rebirth, they need to do the HD remaster, and, like, other than that, though, like, just making it to where it's widescreen, I don't think they need to do much touch-up on the actual sprites, because they're clean. I don't know how much better they can get them without actually redrawing the game. Because, like, I'm looking at this on a TV, and it looks great. Why don't I play this in English? Mad Dog, that's a great question. That's a great question. This game is not available in English. But yes, these sprites have aged very, very well. They did a very good job initially, and that's why they still look good. There's some other games I played, and the sprites are still ugly. But yes, funny you should mention that, Mad Dog. So, my YouTube channel was basically built around this game because I translated it into English, basically. So obviously I can't... If you look at my older videos from like 12, 14 years ago, it's me translating this game because it's not available in English. Bandai Namco, which is the company that owns the rights to this, they never localized this. That's why I'm playing the Japanese version, because that's the only version that's available. I know they released a... as far as I know, Rebirth was only released in Japanese. There is no other alternative language as far as I'm aware of. Because Tales of Destiny 2 was actually released in Korean. They did a Korean release, and I actually have that version of the game somewhere. But as far as I'm aware, Rebirth never actually got... I'm trying to think before I say this, because I'm pretty damn sure it was only released in Japanese. But yes, I would love to play it in English one day. Oh, Well, thanks for dropping by, Meta. But yeah, that's the reason why I'm playing in Japanese, because I don't have an option, basically. Yeah, it's just, you know, listen, it's one of those things, like, some games just have better artwork than others, and it translates better in the game than others. But you can tell, like, some games, like, even though they were released at the same time, like, they just have the polygons just look funky. But yeah, I haven't actually, you know, I haven't played Skies of Arcadia in a while. I went through it once when it was released on Dreamcast, and I have the GameCube version of it somewhere, but I've actually never played. I didn't play that one. But yeah, Tommy, this is a Japanese game, and it's probably gonna stay like that. It's been like what, 17 years since it came out. But yeah, if there was an English version, I would love that. I would love that. I would actually probably shit my pants if somebody tells me that. I'm just like out of disbelief, because it's probably not gonna happen. But I gotta clear these out. I should have probably should have done that when I was talking, because oh yeah, there was kind of a trick to this because the rocks keep falling. Anyway, so back to I was talking about. So there's actually a side quest where you see Donald later in the game, like way later, like and he has amnesia, apparently. I think is what the guide said. Oh, good job, yes, whiffed. And bad aim in this game, too. No, don't land. No, don't land on me. Will you stop? Oh my god, fine. Do you want me to break this one and stuff? Okay, can I just do that? Oh. I don't think I translated that one. Am I actually supposed to get rid of all these? Can't y'all walk around? Goddamn. The rocks falling, is that on a timer, or is that when I destroy certain ones? Okay, apparently I have to break all of these for your freaking royal highnesses. Wait. Oh, thanks, Mom. Oh my god, I literally have to clear these out, okay. Is this good enough, people? Like, seriously? What? There! Wait, hold on. I'm confused. What the? Wow. Oh, come on, game, really? I had them cleared out earlier. Wow, you legit have to zap all this. I had forgotten that part. I think I'd edited it out in my original video. I forgot. You know, Musa, that would be great if they did, but I'm still not holding my breath, because I just, you know, after all these years, they've had all these years to think about it, and they haven't. So this would be I'm not saying that I don't want it to happen. It would be great. In fact, I would be ecstatic if it did, but I'm not going to hold my breath. I'm really not at this point. I do know that Arise sold very well, though. I believe it sold over 1 million copies, is what I heard on the grapevine, but I might be wrong. But totally, I would totally be behind that if they did that. Because, like, it's literally these last 3 games. Like, the spin-offs and stuff I can live without, because I know we didn't get Rating Mist 2 and 3, but and I'm not saying they're not important. I know there are people who are waiting for those games too, right? And then like Naughty Cutie X, that would be great if we could get Naughty Cutie X too. But I'm not gonna be greedy, right? But you know, we'll see. I'm just saying, for at least this game graphically, I don't think they would have to do much. Destiny 2 would need a little work. But this one and Director's Cut, they should be fine. Just make it widescreen or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, I heard it. I believe it did. Oops, I just re-triggered that. I believe it did better than they had originally anticipated, if I'm not mistaken. Which is great. That is good stuff. Well, it really likes triggering this one. Oh, that's good, Tommy. I'm sure you can get the faster right. I normally would have watched a playthrough before I did it, but I thought it would be more entertaining if I did a blind run, so that's why I did it. You can see my mad RE skills. I just got a strawberry in my little magical pot, so I'm gonna go quickly check on this gate real quick. If not, then I'm tripping, and apparently I can't get the chest. I have to do something else to get the chest. And I'm gonna hit this up. Yeah, I mean, so the reason why I'm being skeptical, Muso, is that's not the first time as far as I'm aware, that's not the first time they said, oh, if something sells well, we'll bring over the older games. I've heard that more than once. And again, I'm not sure what they mean by sell well. Like, you know, if they have unrealistic expectations of the game selling like 10 million copies like Final Fantasy, then they're smoking, okay? Like, that's not gonna happen under normal circumstances. And I think that's what happened. It's kind of what happened, I think, with Symphonia. So what happened is they saw how well Symphonia did, because Nintendo, it was a mixture of a good localization job plus good timing. It was very, very good timing, and a little bit of luck. But that's one of the, you know, and Symphonia is a good game too. I'm not ragging on it. But it was a combination of a lot of different. Okay, I must be missing something. Maybe I forget it. It can't be that important. I think it's just like it's not even anything super important. I think it was like check on it. Yeah, I know at one point they sort of had these like stupidly high expectations of selling millions and millions of copies of games like right off the bat, and I'm like, dude, like, you know, but I'm sure, you know, it's been like so many years. So many years. But yeah, it would be nice if they actually brought this over in English, because, you know, as much as I tried to make this accessible for people who don't speak Japanese, it's never going to be the same thing as it being localized, right? And they can do a better job than me. Like, I literally, you know, that was my first attempt at translating anything, so they can do a better job, trust me. Okay, so let me get my ass out of here. Oh, you have the Arkham games, Helen? Who was it that I saw playing those? I was watching somebody playing that, and I kind of had a brain fart. I don't remember. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, more people know about the Tales series now, but at the time, like, when these games came out, it was kind of more considered a niche thing. I wouldn't say like niche, but like it wasn't as well known as it is now. So I think they had unrealistic again. Symphonia they got kind of spoiled on Symphonia, and I think that skewed their expectations. And they, as far as I know, the games that they did bring over, it's not like they sold like at a loss or like it was a complete bundle. It just didn't sell 5 million copies like they were expecting them to. And especially like I remember them having a problem with like advertising and stuff. Like they weren't even like advertising their games at all or whatever. They were just kind of like just releasing them and expecting them to sell like hotcakes. And I'm like, one of the reasons why Symphonia did so well is because Nintendo put like a half a crap ton of money and effort into advertising, and it worked. It worked. Speaking of Symphonia, I actually have not played the PS3 collection thingy. I started playing it, and then I kind of got distracted, as usual. I have that somewhere. Somewhere. Okay, touch me. Yeah, I mean, I can live without these treasure chests. Nice, so it takes forever to get to this city. This is like the longest freaking cavern you've ever seen. Yeah, there's always a lot of factors. There's like same thing with movies. Like when you release movies and games, there's always a timing thing, a market thing, how much competition thing, luck. There's a lot of luck. Just a lot of stuff. Just a lot of stuff. But it's a shame that these fell through the cracks. Shame. At the very least, if I had to pick one game for them to pick up from the PS2 era, if I had to pick one, I would actually go with the Director's Cut. As much as I would love for them to bring Rebirth over, I think Director's Cut would do better. And plus, they had already released Destiny once here, so Rebirth would be a close second, though. I think Tales of Destiny 2 would be the weakest candidate out of the three, but again, I really think they should bundle them at this point. That's what I would do if I was working over Banco staff. I would release a PS2 Legacy Collection, and I would bundle, if not all three games together, at least bundle the Director's Cut and Destiny 2 together. Rebirth is good enough it can stand on its own. But you gotta bundle Destiny 2 with something at this point, because I don't think people are gonna buy it as a standalone. Only like the really diehard people are gonna buy it as a standalone game these days. And I think they're gonna have trouble selling that by itself. But that's just me.
でもバビログラードってこんな山の中の町だっけか？港町だって聞いてたんだがな。
One thing they don't have to worry about, Muso, is they already have the what do you call it? The copyright for Tales of Destiny, so they don't have to worry about that, right? Because that was one of the main. I think that was one of the main issues with Tales of Destiny 2. Well, sorry, that was one of the issues with Eternia. Excuse me. That started causing a bunch of, and they can fix that because Final Fantasy had the exact same problem actually when it first started coming out. We got Final Fantasy 2, it was actually Final Fantasy 4, and they eventually went back and fixed the numbering system and all that crap, even though it was initially confusing, but they went back and they fixed all that and they're back on. I don't know, so sorry, Tommy, when I talk about Destiny 2, I'm talking about Tales of Destiny 2. I know there's a Destiny 2 Activision game. I'm not talking about the shooter. Sorry. I know there's a... Well, so, yeah, this is the other problem. There's actually a game... You know, there's also a series, the Destiny and the Destiny 2 games that are shooters from Activision. I'm assuming that Bamco kept their copyright for the Tales of Destiny, though, because they did release it on PlayStation 1. I'm assuming they kept it, but, you know, maybe I'm wrong.
町と港の間は標高差があるんだ。リフトという乗り物ですぐに移動ができるが、それ以外の手段がない。
I think Director's Cut would sell the best. It was the most recent. It has the best graphics, and I'm not gonna lie, it has the better battle system. I do like Rebirth's battle system, but I think more people will like Destiny Director's Cut's battle system better. And then you get two storylines on top of that, right? So I think that's the better pick. Even though I would love Rebirth. I would love Rebirth.
ひとたび乗り損ねるとリフトが戻ってくるまで港へ降りることができないからな。
And like, I know Rebirth has like heavy racism themes in it, but I think at the same time, like, this is a good time to release it because yes, it has racism themes in it, but it also shows like how to deal with that kind of attitude, right? So it's not like just propaganda, like, oh, you must suck, God, you must suck, right? They learn to get over it. So I think it's sort of like a teaching moment, right? I don't know how the producers or whatever, or I don't know how the company feels about that, because I know they initially they were kind of like, that could be a problem, but they have racism in all the games. Like, it's pretty bad in Symphonia, if you ask me. Like, it's not like as, I mean, it's not as like they really drive the point in this game, but you can definitely tell there's racism in that game, and I think there's racism in Fantasia too, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there's racism in almost all the games. It's just this one, actually, the entire storyline pretty much revolves around it. But, again, they do learn to resolve it, right? It's one day if it's like, hey, it's okay to be racist asshole if you're saving the world, right? It's different if they went that path, but, you know, they join forces and stuff. It was cool. And I've seen other games that have... I've seen other games that have more controversial themes in them, and they got released here, so... Well, I guess it depends on what you mean by controversial, but, I mean, racism is like... I wouldn't say it's like, okay. I mean, you have, like, the Metal Gear Solid series, and that's literally... Every game is revolving around nukes. Like, you want to talk about a sensitive subject, like, there's nukes, wars, politicians, like, all that crap, it's all in there. And it gets weird, too. Like, I'm not gonna lie, the Metal Gear Solid series gets really weird.
立ち聞きとはあんまり関心できない趣味ね。
何か用？
Hi!
どうした？なぜ答えない？
So, brief explanation for those of you who haven't played the game or if you forgot. In this city, you cannot talk to a member of the opposite sex unless they're a family member, basically. So this is why she's not talking to me.
いや待て。
And it's a
彼女は答えられないんだ。
it's a
この
cultural
町に
thing.
伝わる操縦信仰の戒律を守るためにな。
So this is one of those cities where I have to change my lead character. And this is one of those things, if you don't speak Japanese, you can get stuck here very, very easily because it's not immediately obvious that that's how you get people to talk to you.
家族以外の男女が言葉を交わしてはならない。若い女性は素顔を見せるのも禁じられている。それがバビログラードの操縦信仰における絶対的な戒律だ。
Thankfully, Eugene is here to explain this to all the other people who can actually read Japanese, but...
そんな
I
戒
forgot
律
what
な
her
の
name is. It Dinah? Dina? I forgot her name, actually.
何も知らずにあなたを怖がらせてしまったみたいで。
すまなかった。
動かないで。
Oh.
もう一人いる。出てこなければ私のカードがこの人を切る。
Yeah. Let me tell you, I've tried to use Hilda's cards when I'm playing as her, and I suck with them. So I know people can combo with them, but I can't. It's kind of a weird weapon.
ちょっと待ってヒルダ、そんなことやめなよ。
You come to the city like 2 or 3 times, but yeah, this is one of those cities where you actually have to change your main
怪
character.
しさ三つ星だな。お前は何者だ？
僕の名はオックス。この町の住民です。怪しいものではありません。信じてください。
So this man's name is Ox because, sure.
なぜ隠れていた？
彼女とダナと会って話しているのを
Donna, okay.
誰かに
Her
見
name
られ
is
たら
Donna.
まずいからです。
I think I spelled her name. I think I spelled it D-A-N-A, but it's actually pronounced more like Donna. Like we would pronounce like. I might change it to D-O-N-N-A, because that's more closer to what I think they were going for. more. I need to work on some of the spellings here, because, like, I kept the Sunnytown one. Like, I had to change the Sunnytown got all messed up too. Anyway.
男女が言葉を交わせば戒律を破ることになるから。
Sorry, I'm thinking out loud. Some of these names I might change the spellings of because it would make more sense based on the pronunciation. But D-A-N-A is also a name. It's just pronounced. When I heard it pronounced, it was Dana. So anyway.
それもあります。でも、わかるでしょ。
I'm not sure if they were going for Dana or Donna.
彼がヒューマだからです。
I actually prefer Dana. Maybe I'll keep it with that. Oh no.
ヒルダ、
私は認めない。こんな話、わかりたくもないわ。
Oh, Hilda's getting upset.
誰か来る。
待ってくれ。聞きたいことがあるんだ。
町の人たちに見られたくない。すみませんが、他を渡ってください。
Yeah, see, that's what I'm not sure. I'm not sure because sometimes they base the katakana on. I forgot about this dude.
まったくどうなってんだ。
This guy looks like an executioner. Yeah, because sometimes they base the hiragana, the katakana, on the English spelling of the word, but sometimes they base it on the English pronunciation. So it gets really confusing sometimes. I'm not exactly sure what they're going for. I might just keep it as Dana. I like Dana better.
知らない方がいいこともある。
今はリフトの場所を見つけるのが先だ。行こう。
I kind of forgot who I'm supposed to talk to in here, so this is telling you how to talk to people in the town, but again, if you don't speak Japanese or if you can't read Japanese, it's a little bit confusing. And the thing is, they changed this on the PSP release, so I can't even remember. Like, you have to hold down triangle and like R1 or something. I have to look at my own fact because I don't remember. Like, they don't have enough buttons, so you have to do something extra funky. Okay. Yeah, you're probably right, Donkey. I actually don't. I think I spelled it D-A-N-A originally because I think I just went with the original romanization, but I actually don't remember. I figured that I went with Dana though. That's my gut feeling based on what I was doing back then. All right, so anyway. Oh, here you go. This is a famous.
空空
He's
広
singing.
い空はどこまでも美味しそうな雲きっとレ後で料理して
何その歌。
マオは歌がとても好きなんです。ヒルダさんはどうですか？
そうね。音楽は好きよ。チェロを演奏させたらなかなかのものよ。
へえ、今度聞かせてよ。
機会があったらね。
Yeah, if you see all, I think if you see all the singing Mao skits, you eventually get a title for him.
みんな
オリアベイグ
This
は
is it. Do it. Oh, never mind. You eventually get a title. Actually, I think the first time you get a title for him too. Alright. I kind of forgot who. Are you a boy or a girl? I can't even tell. Okay, you're a girl. I'm sorry. I had to talk to you first. Okay, there's a lift, thank you. Yeah, the other thing is I never translated all this all the NPC data. I did not. Oh, okay, there's a recipe here. I thought there was another reason why he came in here. Omelet rice. Yeah, Annie's, I don't use her much. Annie has a nice design too. I'm not gonna lie, the first time I played the game though, I didn't like her very much because of the way she was acting. I mean, I get it, I understand why she was doing it, but, and she does get over it obviously, but, didn't like it at first. And one of those people, like, if I don't like the person's personality, it affects, like, how I view their, like, if I don't like a person, I just don't think they look good. Like, it affects my, my opinion of their, of their physical appearance, because I'm really, oh my god, okay, so you're a lady. I'm sorry, I'm having a little trouble determining the sex here. I thought it was a lady, but I was like, I'm not sure, I don't know. There's so many things you can investigate in this game, by the way. I didn't do it because, to be honest, I'm lazy. Like, the same thing in Tales of Destiny 2. There's a lot of objects that you can examine in the towns, but it's like more stuff for me to translate. This is one thing I can get away with that people who do the patches can't really do. I mean, a lot of times they'll do the whole game, but I think every once in a while they'll release a patch that doesn't have the extra stuff done. Okay, this is the lift, dude. Oh, Jesus. Damn, I look away for 2 seconds. Hold on. Oh my god, I just got a double bot. Wow. I look away for 2 seconds. Alright, remove. Alright, Abigail Walsh. Alright. Yeah, I don't.
いつ動く？
さあな。下で荷物の積み下ろしが終わったら帰ってくるだろうが、しばらくはかかるな。
The lift is kind of broken right now. Or no, it's not broken, it's down at the bottom.
街の中を見て回ろう。王の盾について何か話を聞けるかもしれない。
I have to wait for the lift.
町の人の
どうせリ
Where's the item shop? I think I need to go in there. I think I need to go in here too. Okay, this is a female. Trigger that. Okay, I thought that was a door for some reason. Oh. This is some sort. It says memo. I see Goldblaw. No, he. Dave Goldblaw. I actually don't know what that. I don't even know why I'm looking at that. I didn't look at a lot of this stuff the first time I was playing. Alright. I don't think there's anything else really to pick up. Oh, hey, oh goodness. TK Engine. That's what I'm going with. How are you doing? I think this is... Oh, this guy's actually a traveler. I don't think you have to switch for him. Okay, he's one of those ring people. Okay, so... You know, I actually don't use these too much. This changes the element of your weapon. So this does water, this does fire. I actually don't normally do this because I found that I'd rather have the protection instead, but you know, I have money. I'll get one of each just in case I need it. Jin, okay. Yeah, that makes it a little easier. I was just kind of like, Jin works, okay. How you doing? Oh, God damn it. Here, I womanized for you. I'm actually gonna do these. I use these a lot. Yeah, I actually kind of forgot what these do with it. Okay, so this makes the rush gauge go to 100. Okay. It does something different in every game, so I forget. And this should prevent... Yeah, this prevents... status ailments. Okay, so I can upgrade my equipment, but I'm gonna actually wait on that for now. So wait, do I need to talk to you? No, okay, that didn't look important. Yeah, I know some people do use them, but I found a lot of times they were, the boss fights, they had mixed elements in them anyway, so... Wait, aren't you... I thought you were a dude. Okay, never mind. I don't even know. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about this right now. I think I'm okay. I spent a lot of money inheriting earlier, so... Oh, okay, so I do have to go here.
バビログラード港からなら本当に首都バルカへ侵入することができるのか
So, like, I'm actually trying to get to the capital, is what I'm trying to do. This whole time I've been trying to get to the capital because that's where they're bringing the girls.
間違いない
I'm
だろ
taking the really long way.
サニータウンで聞いた通りなら他の町の港は全て封鎖されている
Okay, so... I don't remember there being a word I don't remember there being a word puzzle in this town. When you get to that other town with the flags, I know there's two in that one. You might have one when you come back, though, because you go through here a couple times, and I'm not gonna lie, I get the trips mixed up.
物資の流通も含めて首都に一番近いこの港がバルカへと唯一通じる港になっているはずだ
I think the first time you go through, you're okay, though. I guess I'm about to find out. It's been a while, I'm not gonna lie. So there were 3 total. I'm pretty sure there were 3 total in the PS2 version. The PSP version, they actually took one of the word puzzles out because it was kind of redundant anyway. But I think they both had to do with the flags, which is like way later. No, yeah. It's after I fight Big Boy Dragon Georgius. Yeah, because that's when I need to get to. That's right before I go fight Yvonne. So yeah, that's gonna be a minute. Yeah, you know, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't actually. It sounds really weird, but I actually haven't played through this game in a while either. I think the last time I did it was I started playing through the PSP version like I think 4 or 5 years ago. So it's been a minute. And okay, because they made a couple changes in the PSP version, so I don't even remember which word puzzle. You know what? If you can't play the PS2, to be perfectly honest, for most people, I would recommend the PSP version. It's the better version of the game. It does have its little quirky things, and the reason why I record off the PS2 is because I can get better quality by doing it like this, and I like to play on a controller. I don't like using the handheld things. That's just my personal preference. It's way easier just to play the PSP version. You don't have to worry about region locking and all that crap. And like I said, they actually made some improvements. And the graphics are a little better because they made it what do you call it, widescreen thingy. But it's a good port. It's a good port. They did a good job. Okay. It's a whole procession of priesty type people with executioner outfits on. I totally forgot about these people. That's definitely a lady though. Was that Doshi? I had to do it the same. So sometimes, like, this is one of the reasons why I was saying like the graphics and the pixels are better in Rebirth. I can actually read the kanji pretty well in Rebirth. I struggle sometimes when I'm playing Tales of Destiny 2. I legit can't see the kanji. So they did a better job with the font too, which makes my life a lot easier because I spend a lot of time looking at kanji. Yeah, I have. Yeah, okay, so I have a PSP 2000, so I don't have a Go, but yeah, I just like doing the PS2 version for the most part. It's just easier for me to record off of and stuff, and the audio's a little better. But you know, obviously the PSP version specific stuff I have to do that separately. That being said, now that I have an Elgato, though, I might be able to get pretty good quality off of a PSP. I actually haven't tried it with that particular system. I'll have to do that one day. I'll have to get one of my PSP games and see how it looks when I record off of it. Note to self, because I don't have other things I'm supposed to be doing.
リフトの方へ行ったみたいだけど、使えるようになったのかな。
見に行こう。
Yeah, I'll try something like, I could do like War of the Lions, like Final Fantasy Tactic War of the Lions, or I can do Groundlancer 4 or something like that. Or I can do Tales. I just don't know if there would be a noticeable difference for this game because it looks actually pretty similar to me, but...
さっきす
I do have a PlayStation TV, I think that's what they bought. I hesitate because I actually don't know what I think it's the thing that lets you play a Vita using your TV. I think that's what it is. I actually need to double check the box. Are you a girl? Yeah, you're a girl. I feel like I'm judging these people, but you legit can't talk to them unless you know what gender they are. Sure, I'll sleep here, even though I'm supposed to be rushing after those people. Okay. Yeah, I think I have that somewhere, because I did get the Tales of Hearts release. I just didn't have a Vita at the time. So... that's actually on my to-do list. I do want to play it. Although I hear it's a lot different than the original release, but it's okay. Worth giving it a try. A correction, so Hearts was probably the last... I don't think there's anything for me to raid. I'm looking for stuff to raid, I'm not gonna lie. I think I grabbed all the stuff in here that's worth having. I think, yeah, my bad. Hearts, I think, was the last Team Destiny game that we got. Yeah, this is all just like looking at crap. Yeah, I just heard it's different. Some people liked it better, some people did not like it as much, but it's okay. I'll check it out one day, but I never got a Vita. I'm not gonna lie. I got... okay, fine, I'm not gonna talk to you anyway. I never got the Vita because, I'm not gonna lie, the way they did the memory cards on that system pissed me off. I'm not gonna pay an arm and a leg for obligatory memory cards. And I know why they did it. They did it to prevent the piracy, but I think they just handled it stupid, and that's the reason why the system died so early. Because I literally just refused to buy it. But then they were like, oh, we're gonna bring Hearts over, and I'm like, great. So... it was one of those things, like, I bought it just to support the series because... Okay, so... Apparently I need to do something else for it. Oh, I think I need to go talk to the lift manager, that's what I need to do. I kind of forgot how to trigger certain stuff. Am I okay? Am I okay? No, what do you mean by am I okay? I'm about normal. I'm about normal. Okay, yeah, I actually have okay, so I have the English version of Hearts R that they released here briefly. Although I actually don't know where it is. I think it's in one of my boxes somewhere because I'm goofy with that. I did buy it though. I do have a copy of the DS version, the Japanese DS version of Hearts as well too. So I can actually play both, but I actually don't like playing on the DS. I feel like the controller, I don't know if it's just the way my hands are, but it's very uncomfortable for me to play games on that. Unless it's like a real, like, if it's like a button masher game, it's really hard for me to play stuff on it. It's something like Final Fantasy's fine, because I played like the Final Fantasy IV remake on it, and that's fine, but you don't really have to, you don't have to button mash too much in there. In fact, you freaking have auto battle in that game. Tommy, I'm always making noise, you know that. This is nothing new. But yeah, I do have the English version, so... I mean, it's fine. To be perfectly honest, Jen, I'm not gonna be mad if I can't play it at this point. I mean, I would be mad just because it's kind of stupid for them to release the game and then people can't play it anymore in general, right? That's really, really dumb, but... I just bought it to support the series because I was kind of shocked they brought it over. That reminds me, poor Innocence fans, they never got their game either. I know there was a patch at one point, but they never got their game. That Innocence is one of those like kind of smaller
僕たち
mainstream.
急いでるんだ。リフトに乗せてよ。
Wait.
お願い。
It is mainstream, right? Mainstream titles? Mothership titles? Sorry, Mothership. What's it called?
ダメだ。
But,
帰れ。
yeah, but
そ
Yeah,
ん
he's
なこと
being
言わずに
pissy now
頼むよ
because-
な。
he's getting pissy because there's somebody in this town making him pissy. Ooh,
それ
he's strong and pissy now. Okay, the reason why I hesitated, Muso, is because I thought at one point they were going to downgrade it. I had heard rumors something about them gonna making a spin-off title at one point. Then I might have just misheard or something, but I have Innocence too, actually. I bought a lot of these games as they were like secondhand off eBay when like a couple years after they came out because I'm like chances of us getting it over here are like next to nil. So I just bought them just to have them in case I wanted to go through it. But like I mentioned, I really struggle with I really struggle with kanji when it's on a small screen. So I might have to use a FAQ to get through it because unless they speak out loud and I can actually hear what they're saying, which the speakers on the DS are not real great either, I'm gonna have a hard time telling where to go. I know there's emulation and stuff, but you know, I'm not big on that. I'm not gonna say I've never done it before, but when given the choice, I would rather play the original on the original console. Yeah, I remember hearing something, and I thought it was Innocence, and apparently I'm thinking of something else. Now it's bothering me. I'm not talking about Tempest either. I know Tempest got downgraded, Tales of the Tempest, but I thought there was another game that almost got Tempest, almost had the same thing happen. So I actually have the original version of Innocence. I didn't get the Innocence R. Because I just didn't. That one, for some reason, it slipped through the cracks. I kind of dread to see how much it is at this point, but anyway, we'll see. That's kind of later on my plate. I do like. I was interested in Innocence because it does have that sort of wild westy, wild RNC feel to it from what I saw. But at the same time, I have like 50 other Thousand Tales games I haven't played yet, so. Not to mention I'm supposed to be translating.
フォルスキューブは反応してないけど。
Yeah, I'm getting beaten up by a civilian.
この感じ前にどこかで
ああ、これは
何すんだよ。
待て、
Titri
スト
doesn't
レイ。
know.
彼は操られているんだ。
That's right, Titri wasn't with me the first time this happened.
まさかワルト？
So, interesting fact about Waltu. So, in the complete guide for this game, his name is actually spelled Walto, so W-A-L-T-O. And, like, there's another couple of spellings for major characters that are a little bit different from what I would say the unofficial spellings are online. But I just left it Walto because I actually think that's a little more interesting. And Walto's not really a game either, so not really a name either. I guess I could cut it down to Walt. But then every time I see the word Walt, I'm thinking like Walt Disney. So I'm just gonna leave it with the U. Yeah, so I thought there was another Mothership title they were thinking about doing that too, but I guess they never did it. Or I misheard. It's possible I misheard.
ああ、音のフォルスで暗示をかけられているに違いない。
Well, that's good, that's good. I know that Innocence is a little bit short, though, because it was originally a handheld game. I think it's a little shorter than the average Mothership game, and I thought Hearts also was a little shorter, too. That's what I'd heard. Like, not short, like, but not 40, 50 hours either.
近くに王の盾がいるのかもしれない。
I don't know if it's just because it was released on the DS though, because they were able to fit this game on a PSP thing, and this game is, on an average playthrough, is about 35, 40 hours, so...
どうしたのベグ？
さっきこの町の娘が俺に直接謝ってきた。だがそれは操縦信仰の戒律に反するんじゃなかったのか。
さっきの子はこの町の住民じゃなかったんだわ。
The little gears in Vei's head are turning. He's right about that. So he's like that group of like hooded people that I walked by earlier. He's like, those
で
people are
も
not
こ
from
の
this
町の
town.
人の格好をしてたよ。
私たちの目を欺くためだとしたら、そしてわざわざそんなことをする必要があるのは。
Yeah, I might be thinking of something else, Musa. I mean, I thought it was innocence that they were thinking about doing that though. Because like I said, it's...
あの女の人は王の盾にさらわれた人だったんですね。
I might be wrong. I'm not... Don't quote me on this, but I was under the impression that Innocence... The original version, at least. I don't know about the R. I was under the impression that Innocence did not do well in Japan. But again, don't quote me on that. Because they like to do that to the titles that don't do well. They're just like, downgrade. Or take it. Alright, so I'm gonna be looking for those people.
俺がリフトを動かす。
I gotta move that lift, damn it.
素人がいじるのはやめた方がいい。それよりも彼の暗示を解く音を探すことが先決だ。
おいおい、何が何だかさっぱりだぜ。この人がワルトゥってやつに操られてるのは分かったけど、暗示を解く音って何のことだよ。
Okay, so I actually forgot about this part. I think it was the sound of the lift that triggered this, but I'm actually
ワ
not
ルトゥ
sure.
の音のフォルスはある音をきっかけにして行動するよう人に暗示をかけるんだ。
It's been so long, I can't
この
remember.
人の暗示を解くにはきっかけとなった音と同じ音を聞かせるしかないんだよ。
音を探せってこと？音が鳴りそうなものなんていっぱいあるじゃない。そんなの無理だわ。
Yeah, this is definitely one of those games you don't want to play without some sort of a fact, though, if you don't read Japanese, because there's no way in hell, like,
ワルト
average
は
person
必
will
要
figure
以
this
上にフォルスで人を操ることを嫌う。作戦終了後に必ずその暗示を解くのが奴の流儀だ。
I think T-Tree's the only one who doesn't know what's going
同
on.
時にそれは全ての行動の痕跡を消すことにもなる。
Oh, that's not true. Annie wasn't with me either. the
奴は
person
そ
I
のた
met
めの
with.
協力者を必ず用意している。おそらくこの町のどこかにその協力者がいるはずだ。
Oh, hi, Chan. What you doing? You okay, puppy?
なるほど。
He might
そ
be
いつを見つければ
hungry.
この管理人の暗示のきっかけが何かわかるってわけだな。よ
そういうことだ。
っしゃ、管理人さんの暗示を解く音をその協力者から聞き出して姉貴とクレアさんを助けようぜ。なあベグ。
ああ、
Yes, sir.
どこかに
クレ
Clear. Yeah, now he's going into Claire mode.
他人を命間違
I never figured out how many times he actually says Claire. Either. I was gonna do that when I was replaying through. I had started a Claire count. Okay, I kind of forgot exactly. Okay, so I thought I was supposed to go by the lift, but that's not correct either. Do I need to go to the shrine? I might need to go to the shrine. I forgot where to go. Yes, in Japanese, oh my god, I'm having a brain fart on the Seiyu's name. Is it Hiyama? Yeah, it's the same guy who voices Vague is the same guy who voices Link in Japanese. That is correct. I'm having a brain fart right now. Do I need to go in here? So, okay, I don't need to mess with, this is all shower and stuff, I don't need to mess with that. Noto. Okay, so, just kidding, I thought that's where I was supposed to go.
町の人に話を聞けば、ワルトゥーの協力者について何かがわかるかもしれないね。
Okay, this might, okay, hold on. I think I need to go in that house that's next to the weapon shop. There was a reason why I had to go in there. And this might be why. Yeah, they do have the same voice actor, or voice actor. Ah, okay. There was a reason I had to talk to you, that's right. It's like, I remembered, but I didn't remember. It's like... I think she was basically saying that the priest was acting funky. I need to talk to her husband now. I talked to him too early, basically. Alright, let me mailify so I can talk to your hubby. He looks like an eagle. But yeah, like when they have sections like this that are not voiced, this is like a small nightmare for me because that means I have to look up a lot more kanji than normal. There's a lot of kanji, like if I hear how it's pronounced, I know what it is, but if I don't, if I have to actually look at it, it's like, eh. I'm not very kanji fluent, considering considering the amount of translating I do.
何も覚えてないってよくわかったな。
以前ワル
この家の旦那は祭司の言葉で暗示を解かれたよね。
フォルスの暗示を解くためにワルトゥが用意した協力者は祭司だったというわけだな。
暗示を解く鍵は音ではなくて言葉だったみたいですね。
Yeah, it's one of those things, like, kanji's one of those things, like, if you don't regularly use it, you lose it very, very quickly. Sentence structure stuff, even though I don't use it very often necessarily, I still remember it, but, like, it's just... I'm sure this is not something strictly for people learning Japanese as a second language. I think even probably native speakers, if they didn't look at Japanese for a long time, they'd probably start forgetting some of the more obscure ones.
じゃあその祭司さんのところにリフトを動かす謎々の答えを聞きに行こう。
So my mom actually knows how to read more Chinese characters than I do because apparently they teach this in Korean schools. They still teach how to read Chinese characters, but she doesn't know the pronunciation. She knows the pronunciation that she has for them is completely different than what a Japanese person would use. So, fun fact. And like they don't use it very often in Korean, but every once in a while in a Korean newspaper you'll see Chinese characters or kanji or something like that in there mixed in. But they like to stick with their own alphabet, and I sure as hell don't blame them.
祭司が暗示を解く鍵となる。
Oddly enough, so like the stuff in the menu, those are usually the kanji I recognize the most. Like, for instance, like defense, like, so that's like thrust, there's like slash thrust, magic defense, HP recovery, that kind of thing, because I'm constantly looking at them in the menu. I recognize them better. I don't know how they're pronounced, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie. But I know what they mean by looking at them. But when they're just talking, like, unless they keep saying, like, if he keeps saying Anji Otoku, like, that's, if he says it like 5 times, yes, I'm gonna remember that. he says like he needs to break the Anji's like a suggestion or a trigger or something like that. But yeah, having the hearing it being said helps me tremendously, and especially like because there's a lot of homonyms in Japanese too. That stuff drives me nuts. Can I go over here now? Okay. Oh my god. Okay, no, I think I need to talk to the lift dude now. Oh.
妻子に会って暗示を解く言葉を聞き出すんだ。出かけていなければ聖殿にいるだろう。
Oh, okay. I need to go to the temple. That skit I need to actually watch. Okay, so you do need to go to the shrine. Eventually. I keep doing this out of order because this is kind of busy work. Okay, so I didn't have to talk to him, I don't think.
あんたに聞きたいことがある。
去りなさい。
そうはいかないよ。祭司さんがワルトゥの協力者だってことはお見通しなんだからね。
I like how we're grilling this dude and he has no idea.
去りなさい。
He keeps telling me to piss off.
俺たちは急いでるんだ。さっさとリフトの管理人さんの暗示を解く言葉が何か教えやがれ。
去
That
りな
doesn't
さ
work.
い。
Oh my god.
まさかこの祭司まで操られているのか。
He's under basically a hypnotic suggestion. That's why he's acting all
おそ
funny.
らくこの祭司は町の他の男たちとは別のきっかけで暗示をかけられている。
じゃあそれを探して祭司の暗示を解けばいいんだな。
いや、暗示を与えられている間のことは一切記憶に残らない。さっきの男もそうだったろう。祭司が正気に戻ればどんな言葉が町の男たちに暗示を与えるきっかけになったかわからなくなる。
それじゃあリフトを動かすことはできないってこと？
ちくしょう、これじゃ町の中を探し回った意味がないぜ。
This is like big brain time. So basically, I have to leave this guy like this, otherwise I'm not going to be able to figure out how to move the lift. That's what they're talking about.
答えは必ずあるんだ。探せば見つかるはずだ。きっと近くにある。
So I have to go look for stuff.
暗示をかけられた人は単純な会話しかできないわけですから。操られた祭司様が町の人たちの暗示を解く役目を担っているのなら、その答えは祭司様が口にしても怪しく思われない言葉だと思うんです。
ああ、きっとそうだ。この中を総ざらいだ。
Okay, so I gotta look around in here. I think it's at the
暗示を解く
top.
鍵となるもの。祭司が口に。
Is this the Utsukushi, the beautiful sky thing? Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, I got a little bit of peace here. Hold on, let me get rid of this guy. Bot. Thing. Doink! Okay.
初めて見る文字だ。
古代カレギア文字で操縦聖典と書いてあるわ。
読めるの？
大体はね。複雑な文章は無理だけど、単純なのは占いにも使われてるから。しおりが挟んであるけど、このページ。我ら青き海、青き空、青き都市に生まれん。愛しき海、愛しき空。かの海と空、守り伝えん。
I believe that all has to do with Sharon, but...
読んではいけない。
Well, he trying to stop me.
出て行きなさい。
おいおい、いいのかよ。
気絶させただけだ。答えの目星がついたからな。
That was an interesting move, Eugene.
祭司がヒルダの言葉に反応したのと関係あるのか。
祭司はヒルダの邪魔をしようとした。 おそらくヒルダが読んだ言葉の中に暗示を解く鍵があるはずだ。
さっきのおばさんは一言って言ってたわ。ということは今の一節の中に答えがあるはずってことね。
Okay, this might be what the password is. I think it's the sky part.
管理人のところへ急ごう。
その前に祭司様を手伝ったご家族の方に祭司様が何か言ってなかったかを聞けば答えがわかるかもしれません。
Okay, you're right. There is a word puzzle in here. I totally
暗
forgot
示を解
about
いた
this.
時に祭司が言った言葉を聞いていないか調べてみよう。
祭司様の暗示は解かなくていいの？
さっきも言ったが、ワルトゥは自分の痕跡を全て消していく。おそらく祭司の暗示も何らかの手段で解けるようにしているはずだ。
Boy, they made this town a pain in the ass. Not only you can't talk to people unless you change your lead character, now there's a word puzzle in here. And I'll be running all over town. I remember the Utsukushi Sora part in particular. I'm not sure if that's...
聖典の一節
It's somewhere in that.
操縦聖典をそのまま読んだってダメよ。
もう一度町の人に話を聞きに行こうよ。
They said it was one word, although that's not one word in English. So it's like Utsukushi? Sora? I think I have to go through this even if I know the puzzle solution anyway, so a lot of footwork just to get on a freaking lift. Wait, is that Ox? What are you doing over here? Oh, yep. Toshi, yeah, Toshi. Let's go. Toshi. I'm talking to the wrong person.
町の人に話を聞けば何かわかるかもしれないよ。
I think I have to talk to somebody on this side. Ah, that guy's pissy. Is it you? No. Maybe down here. I forgot who I'm supposed to talk to. Hey! What just fell out? What the hell? Okay, this is her laundry basket. I don't... Okay, apparently she has a lot of dirty laundry. Okay, so... Totally not what I was going for, but... Oh god, who do I talk to? Key. Toshi... Oh wait, it's an item. Haha. Toshiki... worst case scenario, I can look up my own stuff, which is kind of embarrassing, but... Sora! Okay, so she said, yeah. Okay. Okay, how many people do I need to talk to? Yeah, it's, they kind of look like hats to me. These, these houses. Can I do this now? Oh, okay. don't know if I'm spelling this right. Wait, hold on. Oh wait, I don't have enough room for this. That's not right. So, yeah, I don't have room for this. Wow, I might have to Google my own damn... Hold on, wait, where's the ROM? Yeah, it's too long. Is it Itoshi? Oh, wait, it might be Itoshi. Hold on. Itoshi? I'm so based with Japanese. It might be Itoshi. How do I select? Oh. Okay, that wasn't it. It's something Sora. Yeah, hold on. Let me just look up my own fact, because that's what adult people do. I totally forgot about this. I should have looked this up ahead of time. Alright. Oh, I just put Dells of Destiny. Good job, Esther. Alright. This is the test of a real good guide. Can you use your own damn guide? So I think I know approximately where this is. Okay, so that's Annie. Nope. Okay, so that's okay. Power. Okay, getting close. Oh, I just passed it. Hold on. Oh, okay. It's Itoshiki Sora. Itoshi is the normal way that they conjugated it. I was close, but not close enough. I should have paid more attention when she was reading that. Shiki. Sora. Doink. Wait, what? Wait, did I not talk to enough people? Hold on, let me make sure I didn't type it in wrong, because that's... Oh wait, did I put the... Please tell me I didn't put the wrong size. This is what happens when I don't look stuff up ahead of time. Okay, I might not have talked to enough people. Oh, okay, I put the little E in, because I'm stupid. I'm a dum-dum. It's okay, what else is new? Okay. You know, I actually forgot there was a little E in there.
リフトで港に行きたいんだ。動かしてくれるか。
ああ、そういやさっき来てたっけな。荷物は運び終わったから乗せてやるや。
The phone. You know, I have a hell of a time typing in Japanese on my phone. I do have the keyboard installed, but goddamn, I know I'm not Japanese, but Jesus, it takes like way too long to me to... Even if I'm just spelling something out in hiragana or something, it takes me forever. Okay, so I'm a dummy. Don't put the wrong size E in there. I make all the mistakes, so y'all don't have to. Okay, so finally I can get on this damn lift and get my ass whooped. You know, I'm gonna swap Eugene out because there's a lot of... I recall there's being very magic heavy. Let's try this. You know, for this setup, I can do this too. Let me see if that works. Alright. 2 in the morning, can anyone tell? Okay. I'm gonna try to do this without upgrading my stuff, but where's that save point? Oh wait, no. I forgot that this town was so involved with all this crap. The other 2 word puzzles are a lot easier. It's like literally a hata. That one was long. Hi, gonna let me on now? Okay, whatever. He's back to normal now.
あれ暗示が解けたみたいだよ。
きっとリフトの音が祭司様の暗示を解く音だったんだわ。
そっか。祭司様が管理人さんの暗示を解けばリフトが動くもんね。
So it's the sound of the lift that was... The phrase I typed in was controlling the lift manager, and the sound of the lift was controlling the
お
priest.
そらく祭司は一定の時間が過ぎると管理人の暗示を解くように暗示をかけられていたのだろう。
Big brain
そ
time.
うね。それなら全ての証拠は消えてなくなる。さすがは司世。
よっしゃ急ごうぜ。さらわれた人たちがバルカへ連れて行かれちまう前に。
Alright, let's see if I can fight these people and not get my ass whooped, because I remember this boss fight being pretty hard. I get to see Millhouse, too.
今度ばかりはワルトゥーとの直接対決も避けられないかもしれない。気を引き締めていくぞ。
ああ、絶対に姉貴たちを助けてみせるぜ。
間に合ってくれ。クレア。
I think it's Waltu and Militza I fight. Well, I don't have anything to protect against Militza's attacks, so... Oh, let me give you one, too.
Doink. 港へ
Time to get my butt kicked. As I recall, you can't go back up either right now. Yeah, this is kind of a one-way thing. Good thing I saved. Uh-oh.
Titoru!
It's Selena!
どこから来やがった。リフトは閉鎖中のはずだぞ。
その人たちは返してもらうよ。
Yep, okay.
レディーたちの前で騒ぎは困りますな。
ミリッツァ！
手を尽くしたつもりでしたが、隊長がこれほど早くこの町にお見えになるとは
Hi, Cold. How you
計
doing?
算外でした。
Let's have a boss fight. Good timing.
もう少し着くのが遅かったら、お前がここで動き回っていたことすらわからなくなっていただろうな。
Yeah, you know, so these people had such a huge ass head start on me, and I
し
still
かし
caught up.
私は私の仕事を完遂させていただきますよ、隊長。
I literally had to go in the desert and hunt down a unicorn. And some other stuff. I had to go around a mountain range too because they blew up a bridge.
俺は争いを望んでいるわけではない。手を引けワルト。
I still caught up.
我ら
And I
の
had to solve all that crap.
彼女たちを女王陛下のもとへ無事に送り届けること。任務の放棄は王国への反逆を意味します。私が王国を裏切るとお思いですか？
こんなことをして何になるワルト。これが国のためになるというのか。
He's saying basically, I have my orders, I'm not gonna disobey my country, yada yada yada. Eugene's like, this is full of crap, how does this benefit the country?
私もこのようなやり方を望んでなどいません。
He doesn't particularly like this either, though,
し
Walter.
かし、ことは気を要するとのご加盟を賜った以上、
Orders are orders.
些細なことに気を配っている余裕はないのです。
だったらこっちも力ずくで奪い返すだけだ。
It's basically with the fight.
うわっ
That's spelled interestingly now that I look at that. They like punching people in this game too.
兄貴大丈夫か。さあこっちへ来るんだ。
I don't remember this happening in any other Tales games, the amount of punches that go off.
体が動かない。
She can't move.
貴様ら姉貴に何しやがった。
お願いをしただけですよ。しばらく動かないでほしいと。
Yeah, Walter's force is probably the most annoying one in real life, in the actual game storyline.
急を要するとの命を受けたとはいえ、
In battle,
手
he's
荒
not
な
that
真似は
bad,
でき
but
る限り避けたいのです。皆さんもお引き取り願えますか？
he's asking me to back down because he doesn't want to fight.
そ
They
れ
do
と
not
も
go that
我
far,
ら
by the
を
way.
倒して彼女たちを助けますか？
That's a lie.
もっともここで戦えば彼女たちは無事では済みますまい。動けないのですからね。
この卑怯者が。
So now he's holding them hostage.
お前らしからぬやり方だな。
私は任務遂行のためなら手段を選ばない。これは遊びではないのですよ。
戦いなさい、ティトレ。
姉貴
She's telling me to fight them, even though she
こ
can't
んな
move.
奴らの言いなりになってはダメよ。あなたたちが命を懸けて戦うのなら、私も命を懸けるわ。私も覚悟はできてます。
Ooh,
戦ってください。お願いします。
だけど
they're all ballsy.
このままではどのみち彼女たちを救うことはできない。やるぞそれ。
穏便に話をつけたかったのですが、
6v2, just
そうもいかない
kidding.
ようですね。
4v2.
いいでしょう。ただ本当に彼女たちを傷つけてしまっては私の達成がありません。ミリッツァ。
分かっている。
She's gonna put me in a bubble. So they don't get hurt. How sweet. Okay, I'm gonna try to get rid of Waltu first. He's the easier of the two.
やめるのよ、ミリッツァ。
おしゃべりはそろそろ終わりにしましょう。私たちも本気で戦わせていただきますよ。
I swear Waltu's modeled after a
ミ
bad
リッツァ
too.
のフォルスで作り出された光の空間でどんな戦いをしようと外部に力の影響は及びません。これで心置きなく戦えますが隊長、参りますぞ。
行くぞ。
Oh, whoops. Wow! Okay. I guess we're not making it. I think Waltu's here. Excuse me. I'm asking you to go after the bat. Rolling stick. Thanks, thanks, Henry. Damn it! Okay. I forgot your card game is low here. Actually, Militza has less life. Let me see if I can get her. She keeps looking. Ugh. Sure, that was my spell. Blocking that much. There, finally. Which Hilda could block like that, damn. No, just kidding. Oh. Okay, I got the cheat on it. Gosh, she's almost dead. Oh my god. Get rid of her! Oh, thank god. Maybe I should've just gotten rid of Walt. I normally go after him first, so I tried going after him. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I probably should've gone after Walt first. That was too much trouble.
ミリッツァ、どうしてこんなことしたって純粋な人の体なんて手に入らないのよ。
言ったはずだ。王の盾以外に私の居場所はないと。それともお前はハーフの居場所を見つけたとでも言うのか。
それは。
引け、ワルトゥ。
Yeah, just I think it took longer. I think it's easier if you go after Wall 2 first. I forgot that Militza can like insta cast spells basically, and she works everywhere. Anyway, it's okay. I try not to use items, but I was pretty sure Vega was gonna go down if I didn't.
お見事でした隊長。しかし任務は必ず遂行します。
He should have done this from the beginning, but yeah, he literally just did it.
しばらく意識を失っていただきますよ。
Yeah, storyline Wall 2 is a hell of a lot more powerful than Battle Wall 2. He basically gave us all headaches. And yet Titri can still scream just fine.
何事だ?
Millhouse to the rescue.
随分と騒がしいではないか、ワルトゥよ。
ミルハウスと将軍。
This man is the strongest dude in the game.
あいつは
カレギア王国軍の将軍
ミルハウスとセルカークだよ。軍に入隊してすぐに頭角を現し、その手腕と人望を買われて若くして将軍になったエリート中のエリートさ。
バビログラードの動向が慌ただしいと聞き赴いてみれば。
Alright, yeah. Yeah, have a good night, Miss So. Thank you for dropping by, though.
説明しろ。
Yes, it's. I'm probably gonna end it soon anyway because I took forever in the town.
恐れながら、我ら王の盾の任務はアガーテ様の勅命。陛下の許可なくして私が語ることはありません。
The Millhouse is the commander of the armory. He's like, what the hell's going on here? And Malte's like, ah ha ha, I'm special ops agent. I don't have to tell you.
そうだったな。ならば、陛下に直接伺うまでのこと。だがここは引け。私の目の前で民を傷つけることは許さん。私が忠誠を誓ったカレギアはすなわちカレギアの民そのものでもある。
He's basically saying you better stop because I'm not gonna let you hurt the civilians.
どうしてもというのならば私が相手になろう。
そこまで申されるならば承知いたしました。隊長、後ほどお会いしましょう。
And they're backing down.
ミリッツ！
久しぶりだな、ミルハウスと。
以前は国のために尽力し合った仲とはいえ、あなたは国とたもとを分かった。語ることなど。
そうか。だがかつての同志として一つだけ忠告する。
So Eugene and Millhouse know each other, but they're not on good terms because of what Eugene did.
一刻も早く女王陛下のもとへ行け。そして何が起こっているのか、お前の目で確かめてほしい。
He's telling Millhouse to go back to the queen and see what she's doing because she's being funky.
お前には真実が見えるはずだ。互いの刃を交える日が来ないことを俺は切に願う。
He's like, I hope the day that we cross blades never comes, basically. Of course I'm gonna end up fighting him. Why would they introduce me?
ミルハウストさんよ。みんなを助けてくれてありがとうよ。
Ah! I look away for two. No. I have another button here. There you go. I'm too cool to talk to you.
皆さん大丈夫ですか？
Teacher's like, thanks for saving everyone, and Millhouse is like, dot dot dot.
みんな無事よ。
姉貴、この人たちはみんな奴らにさらわれてきたんだよな。
そうよ。それで山の上の聖殿に閉じ込められていたの。私たち以外にも大勢の女の子たちがいたわ。
So basically I saved Titri's sister, but I was not able to save Claire.
その中にクレアって名前の子はいなかったかい？
クレア？
知ってるんだな、姉貴。
でもどうしてあなたがその名前を？
こいつのベイグの恋元い友達なんだ。
It's her girl. It's his girlfriend.
そう。でもクレアさんは他の子たちと一緒に連れて行かれたわ。
Claire got taken away to Balka.
いつここから連れて行かれたんですか？
ほんの2、3日前のことよ。
2 or 3 days ago, I missed her.
奴らはなぜあなたたちをさらったのか、何か話をしていませんでしたか？
いいえ、何も。ただ一つだけ気になることが。
気になること？
聖殿にいるときに外から聞こえてきたんです。もう時間がない、月が満ちるって。
月が満ちる。満月の日に何かが起こるというの？
They're talking about the moon.
そこまでは。
So something's supposed to happen on the next full moon.
確か次の満月はゴルドバの日の夜ですね。
ゴルドバの日にはお披露目の儀式があるんだよ。
やはり一連の王の盾の行動と儀式には関連があるようだな。
So they're having a ceremony on the Golden Day, which is the next full moon, and it's all related to that.
急ごう。
It's a big dragon that comes
兄貴
out.
悪いけど俺は一緒には帰れない。他の子たちを助けるまでは手放しで喜ぶ気にはなれないんだ。
ええ、分かってるわ。一緒に帰るなんて言ったら私に怒られるとこだったわよ。
兄貴行ってきます。
気をつけるのよ。皆さんもお気をつけて。ティトレイをよろしくお願いします。
港からバルカ港行きの船が。
So I'm gonna try to
ミリッツァって
get to the main continent. Probably not gonna go inside Balka though, because that's a whole other
ティトレイ
long
さんって
series of crap.
いつもマオのこと
ティトレイってほ
Oh my god,
バ
look
ル
at
カ
all
行き
this.
の
I think there's something down here I need to pick up. I might be tripping, but... Okay. I thought there was, like, treasure chest, or... Oh my god. You got anything to... Oh, look at you. You have all the seafood. Oh, I'm freaking Poe now. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Is it in here? I swear there was a chest or something for me to pick up. Like I'm tripping. Okay, are y'all male? I can't even... Male? Yeah, okay. Male? Okay. Okay, so I can go on the deck. That's nice. Okay, so maybe I'm just remembering wrong. And this might be the wrong town too. Sometimes I get the towns mixed up. Is it this? No. Boy? Okay. I have sit here trying to guess. Like, okay, I must be tripping. Tamago? There's some sort of egg in there. Okay, you know what? Yeah, I'm trying to... I thought there was something I was supposed to pick up here, but I'm remembering wrong, I guess. Can I get to the port without... Ugh, another ticket in here. Well, now I'm like butt poor. Hey there, Tommy. Oh, I just have to upgrade my armor. There we go. I'll grind on my own time, but where's the... Oh, okay, Ding-a-Lang apparently. Wait, is there a discovery point around here? I thought there was the other side. You chillin'? Okay, that's good. Okay, just kidding. Alright, so let me go back in here. Oh my god, am I too poor? Oh, okay. Because I just spent all my money, so I think I got enough of it back. It's okay. Okay, I'm not watching this thing sale, sorry. So I think there's a little scene in here, and then it'll let me back outside. Okay, Tommy. I'll try to tune in for that. I do have to run errands tomorrow, unfortunately, so I don't know when I'm gonna get back, but I'll try to tune in for it if I can. Are you gonna do Ghost of Tsushima, or are you gonna try a different game? Oh, hey Randy, how are you doing?
お披露目の儀式というのはこんなに警備が厳しいものなのか。
この機に乗じてよからぬことを考える輩がいないとは限らない。細心の注意を払うのが常だ。
警備が厳しい理由はそれだけかしら。
私も同感です。クレアさんたちの件もありますし、何か別の重大なことが進んでいるような気がします。
友人は顔を知られてるし、気をつけないとね。
Yeah, you stream whatever you want, Tommy.
だが儀式まで日がない。
Up to you.
慎重かつ迅速に情報を集めなくては。
行こ
う。バルカの町は。
By the way, I've been meaning to ask you, Tommy, is there somebody else who has the name Mecha Tommy running around? I noticed you've been putting numbers and letters, sorry, numbers after your username. Is there another one running around? Oh, you like the RPG streams, Randy? Okay, thank you. I feel kind of bad because I know you guys can't, like, this is hard for y'all to read and listen to and stuff, but I'm trying to make it more accessible to y'all. Is this where I bump into the fortune teller? I think I bump into the fortune teller. Okay, I was like, one of these is a shop. Okay. You know, I don't think I ever used the lime gummies. It increases your your HP recovery. I legit never used one before. Think about it. Okay, I just feel bad because I realize it's not in English, so. Well, that's good. That's good. Oh yeah, this is where I bought the book.
お主じゃ。お主。
お主。
なんだい、ばあさん。
Just to guess what's happening. Yeah, this is a lot more. They talk a lot in this game, I'm not gonna lie.
お主ではない。白金の髪を持ちし、そこの青年じゃ。
Damn, she don't want to talk to you, Titri.
俺か?
Oh, okay, I was just wondering, because you always have the numbers after there, so I didn't know if it was... I didn't know if it was taken or something. Or if you just wanted to make it look more similar to your PSN name. Yeah, a lot of the voice actors in this game, Randy, are pretty well known, or at least they were for the time. So the main actor, he's known for well, actually somebody mentioned it earlier. He plays Link in Ocarina in the Legend of Zelda in Japan. He voices Link. Titri's super famous. That's Kapi Yamaguchi. He's in, I'm trying to think, the most popular role that most people know is One Piece. He's Usopp in One Piece. He's also Ranma. Hold on. Yeah, he's Ranma from Run Half. Am I remembering correctly? Yeah. I think he's Ranma. There's a couple other, like, famous roles he's been in. The other voice actors are also famous. I just don't necessarily remember which roles they've been in. And actually, I'm not absolutely. I think Eugene's voice actor passed away the past couple of years too.
お主の後ろによからぬ影
But
が
Tales games have a
こ
reputation
れ
for
からお
having
主は心を裂かれるような出来事に襲われるかもしれぬ
they usually have a pretty famous voice cast. They're kind of known for that. I'm not sure. So I know he voices Link in Japan, but I'm not sure how long he's been voicing him. I don't know if it's since the N64 era. I know he voiced him in like Smash Brothers and stuff, though.
星の導きにそう出ておる
So basically,
そ
she's
の
saying,
影はさらに大きな影へとつながっておるようじゃ
so basically, I have a big fate waiting for me. Is basically
お
what
ばあ
she's
さ
saying.
ん占い師
She is a fortune teller.
そうじゃ青年よ一枚選べ
何だったの
What-
ベイグ
Yeah, I had to Google these tarot cards when I was translating this too, because I don't know anything about tarot.
月のカード
The
正
moon
位置な
card.
ら不安や疑惑の暗示逆位置なら好転の兆しあるいは真実に気づく
Yeah, because like, so the thing about tarot cards is like, if they're right side up, they mean one thing, and if you flip them over, they mean not necessarily the opposite thing, but usually something on the opposite end. So she's saying if it's upright, it means fuan is like uneasiness, anxiety, concern, that kind of thing, worry, something that's unsettling. That's way too many translations. I actually don't remember what the second one means, but it's something along those lines. And it's upside down. It means like to realize the truth, is what she's saying. Which, dun dun dun.
一体何が起きるんですか
Yeah, so I would guess it was Hiyama-san that did Link originally in N64, but I might be wrong there. I'm not sure. I'd have to actually hear it. His voice is kind of distinctive, so if I heard it, I could probably tell, but...
さあ
さあ
影に飲み込まれてはならぬくれぐれも心を強く持つことじゃ
まったくわけのわかんねえばあさんだぜ
I was just curious. I didn't know if the numbers meant something to you, Tommy, or if you would just put them on there to because the name was taken or not. The moon.
考えていても何も始まらない。とにかく町へ行って情報を集めるんだ。
I'm in a hurry, but I stopped to get my fortune read.
ヒルダさん
ねえ友人
Can I talk to you again? 災いの時 a time of chaos is coming. It's near, is what she said, or it's coming. Do I have is there a recipe in here I can pick up? No. I tend to miss recipes because I don't look around as much as I should. That doesn't look like a recipe. Megatami Wise Ayu? So? I don't even know. Oh my god, look at that block of text. Oh my god, there's another. There were 2 drawers in there. Well, you like, yeah, this, all this stuff you can explore. Okay, I'm kind of poor right now, right? Wait a minute, hold on. No, okay. Just one guy. Not everyone, okay. Alright, so the capital is to the north. I'm so much better with directions in this game than I am in Tales of Destiny 2. I don't know why. There's not even like an indicator in this game, it's just... second job, so like it doesn't work very well. Ow! Ow! I don't want your bad breath in my face. Oh, that's right. Oh, you know, this is part of the reason I was having so much trouble with that boss fight. I forgot to flip his cube. There's a cube that I use, there's a cube that I like to use when I'm fighting, like, bosses and stuff, and it's not this one, it's the other one. I was wondering if I was having a little trouble there. Oh wait, no, I never flipped. Oh, okay, I need to... yeah, okay, yeah, I should have flipped the cubes back. It's okay. Yeah, this would have been a better cube. Okay. Details. Alright. Wait, there is something over... I think there's a little... Yeah. Not that I have any money, but... Oh, no! He stopped playing on PS3. Oh, so he was able to... Yeah, I found him. Hold on. He was able to upload videos from PS3 because that's actually harder than you think. Not a lot of people were able to do that. Ow. Okay, I'm gonna get near the guy. Yeah, here you go. Oh well. Lesson learned. I don't need it. This team's a little OP. Let me swap you out so you can... I like forget to rotate my character sometimes. Sure, we'll go with that. Alright, so it should be smack dab in the middle of the map. Yeah, right there. Ah! Yeah, I like this keyboard better. Alright. Okay, let me get within, like, touching distance. Alright. That is enough for now. I'm actually gonna... Yeah. After I finish Malka, that's actually one of the big turning points in this game. Ooh. It's raining outside. Alright. Y'all have a good night or morning, depending on what time zone you're in. I will catch y'all later, and Tommy, again, I'll try to catch your stream, but if it's during the day, I might not be able to, because I literally have to go out tomorrow. So, sorry, but I will otherwise try to catch it. And the rest of y'all, I will catch you later. Oh, excuse me, kitty. But anyway, hopefully that was entertaining.